All right, the return of Sexxi Dug. We can Daylia Jayde because Daylia Jayde started flirting with Sexxi Dug.
In a land 70 miles southeast of Boston, on a show that's just too damn early, we're ready to break some legs.
I think I glicked all over the screen. Is that the term for when that spit comes out of your mouth?
I guess so.
I guess so.
No.
No?
No?
Licked?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the... My mouth is wet. Welcome to another episode of the Too Damn Early Show. My name is D-Max.
I'm Sexxi Dug.
And today we have a little bit of a switch up. We had to deal with a little bit of another public affairs issue. We caught Daylia Jayde flirting with Sexxi Dug. So Daylia Jayde is canned.
You're fired!
So we had to bring the bastard in himself. He's caused so many people to leave because he's so beautiful. We had to get him in here. So now he's going to host the show with me just like old days. And we're going to see what we can do to get in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, yeah.
So, starting off, how was your week, dude?
It was pretty boring.
It's pretty boring.
Yeah.
That
Wasn't
weird.
suggestive at all.
No. Well, Sexxi Dug keeps his affairs a secret. We
Oh,
all
yes.
know this. We're not allowed to talk about it. I'm legally binded.
Ask, don't tell.
I'm legally abided by mafia law, not to say a word. Anyways,
That was no words.
no words. We do not talk about Fight Club.
No.
So, my experience this week has been very, very interesting in the simple fact that I ended up videotaped at camp with a certain person who I appreciate everything you do for me and thank you, taking a video of me with an Elmo mask on with a guitar. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Can't make this up. It's too darn stupid. So I was there, and this individual has these masks that they use, particularly with the ropes course, to help build team exercises. And they took it and they put it right over my face, and I do a very, very good Elmo impression. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, Elmo's blind, and Elmo can't see anything. And then chaos ensued as my lifeguard went and got my guitar and stuck it in my hands while I was blind as bat. I thought he was running me into a tree. No, he did even better. He gave me my guitar, and it led into something that looked a little like this. Anonymous beeping in the background.
I will do my best, but that was not the best quality video you could have sent me.
I know. I asked for it today, and Kim couldn't get it to me.
All right, we'll try that again. My turn. Technical difficulty screen. Whoop.
I can't explain what being praised in the sun working with kids does to you, but this is a very appropriate sum up. And I made this up on the spot.
The kids must have died.
Oh my gosh, everybody was in pieces, including me. I'm sorry for the quality, though. That's the only problem with this video. I tried to get the better quality version, and it did not work out in my favor, and needless to say, neither did that situation. Although everybody had a laugh. It was a very interesting thing. It was like poison in the water main. Out of nowhere, I was put on a blindfold, and I started singing, and I woke up to see kids on the ground convulsing.
I think it was just the heat.
Yeah, the heat led to a lot of that, I'm very sure. So, aside from that, I ended up tanner than usual, so my entire back looks bronze, which is interesting. But yeah, that's what we do at camp. They give me instruments to keep myself occupied in the times where I have to keep myself sane because I'm dealing with kids that are just sometimes the most obnoxious things on the planet. But either way, it works out okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for the acid reflux.
Some say she's born with it. Some say it's
Some say
that wasn't what I wanted to say. That isn't what I wanted to say at all. They got me. They got me. Brands is I'm bleeping that. I'm bleeping that. 'Cause so bleeping that.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's a flaw in the genetic code.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's cyanide. You said they were convulsing, so that's what I was going to
Maybe
say.
they're born with it. Maybe it's arsenic.
You don't convulse on arsenic, you just die. Cyanide, you foam at the blood.
Sort of, I actually didn't know that. So cyanide's the one that makes you foam at the mouth like a rabid dog and then collapse. Like.
Then again, I don't know if any of them actually do. There could just be some movie bullshit. Like
You had heart, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit. It's you know that little divot right before your hairline that kind of like jumps up on like a little cliff. Yeah, I just Danieled my Radcliffe into this stinking table.
That's the cyanide.
It's this. Anyways, as time goes on, we're going to be looking into showing up at the Minnesota State Fair and, of course, the Provincetown Festival. So we got plenty that we're going to be doing in this upcoming month, but we are going to be taking a 2-week break to make sure that we get all of the content fresh and ready for you, like a fresh orange out of a, bazaar. Not a bazaar. Farmer's market.
Yeah.
So not next week, not the week after that, not the week after,
not the week after that,
after that,
not the week after that, but eventually, and the next day, 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 depending on the day. So keep in mind,
August 26th.
August 26, 2019, the year of our orange. I don't know why I said year of our
The year of our orange.
The year of our orange. Wait, no, it's perfect because our president basically looks like an overly ripe orange with hair.
Pretty much.
I wonder if his spray tan budget has gone down while being in public office.
That's something to wonder, to be quite honest, but we'll worry about that another time. In the meantime, let's jump into some weird news. It's time for us to talk about all of the fun things that we found on all of the different sections of Reddit, the dark side of Twitter, you name it, we found it. In this case, this comes off so Dr. Seuss to me.
Right.
And last the day on this August be, 10,000 bottles of beer on the road. German truck loses its load.
I thought you'd like that one. I liked it. Well, they say that was like $13,000 worth of beer is what was spilled.
So that was $13,000 worth of beer lost, as police in Germany say a truck carrying crates of beer lost part of its load, spilling about 10,000 bottles on the road in the southwest of the country. The Mannheim police said Saturday that the volunteer firefighters from the nearby towns and the local civil defense team took part in the salvage operation. But an estimated 12,000 euros worth of beer was lost in the crash late Friday. Now, you see, it's not as easy as repurposing, like, say, if a marijuana field sets on fire. You can't inhale the beer fumes and go, oh. So this was one case of crying over a lot of spilt beer.
Once you're that desperate to get drunk and get wasted, you can take the straws to the ground.
Yep.
Oh, 10,000 bottles of beer on the road.
10,000 bottles of beer. German truck loses its load. 10,000 bottles of beer on the road. I'm not the only one that was thinking that. It makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
There's still 10,000 bottles of beer in the road. It's just not going anywhere.
Nope. And then the police come and drink the other half. So 5,000 bottles of beer on the road, 5,000 bottles of beer. German truck loses its load, 5,000 bottles of beer on the road.
I'm just gonna show up with a curly straw that's like 5 feet long, just like, all right, it's a race, and go, run down the gutter.
See, that's how you gotta do it. That's just how you gotta do it. Make it
It's a
beer
Pilfered
race.
beer competition.
You know, that would be a fun thing. If we lived in the country and had tractors at hand, I'd say put those suckers into high gear and put just a load of beer in the back and see how many beers that you keep. And what you keep, you drink.
Oh, yeah.
And then you do it again and see what happens.
This sounds like a Miller Lite commercial.
Oh, my goodness.
Miller Genuine Draft.
Drink the legend. Miller Lite. I just...
No! Miller Genuine Draft! You pussy!
You see, I genuinely want to have like a Miller Lite commercial be broken up with the Budweiser version of like the with the Budweiser version of the Kool-Aid Man. Just screw that. Popping a cold one with the boys. Look, there are 3 beers that I am very aware of that are particularly consumed by the rural American population. Miller Lite, Budweiser, or Bud Light, if you consider, and Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Take the PBR to the face. You know, I wonder if there's a different acronym we can use for PBR. Like... pretty bad.
I don't know.
Pretty bullshit rednecks.
You're forgetting about the people that drink Beasters. People who drink Beasters. There's people who enjoy Beasters.
Yes, but there are also people in the world that enjoy grain belts, so there's also that.
What? I enjoy Grain Belt, you puke.
You like your Wisconsin beer?
Grain Belt is Minnesota.
Oh, I thought it was Wisconsin. Wow, my fact
No,
checker.
that's Leinenkugels, that's PBR, that's Milwaukee's Beast. That's, Grain Belt is Minnesota. Hams is Minnesota in a couple of cases, I believe. Gosh. But most importantly, though, Grain Belt is Minnesota, Surly is Minnesota, and Gluix, I believe. Yeah.
Fair enough. Got myself a nice little history lesson on beer.
Like, how could you miss the giant Grain Belt sign downtown? For the love of God, Dean.
I'm about as blind as a bat and twice as direction prone to going nowhere.
They just stuck all the lights back in it, Dean. How could you miss it? They
I haven't been back to Minnesota in 3 years, Mr. Tony. What do you expect?
Silence.
You're communicating with it right now just fine. I mean,
I have not been back to my hometown and lived there for 3 years. I do not plan on going back. They'll never take me alive. So, the next one that we're covering, Nebraska driver cited for painting registration sticker on a license plate, and man, was it shady. Like, can we get like a cutout of what that looked like? Just that.
Oh yeah. I'll do it right now.
It's
I peed myself looking at this.
oh my gosh.
When Doug found it, I was asking him. I'm like, I wonder if it's a good one. And I open it up. I'm like, oh no, it's not. That dude sat there with like a little tiny paintbrush and some acrylic paints, and it's like dot.
So Nebraska drivers have plenty of options for personalizing their license plates, but one driver this week took it way too far with a custom paint job that rivals only the best pinstripe patinas that you can ever see at any car show. A Nebraska State Patrol officer pulled over a driver who had painted a registration sticker on the back of his vehicle license plates. Now that's lazy. That's absolutely lazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but especially when you consider, if you look at his license plate, that's not a normal Nebraska license plate. That is a specialized one. That is for the Huskers. He got special license plates that he originally paid extra money for and painted his tabs on. Okay, that is what we are looking at here.
I just got to admire the craftsmanship put into place to just not pay a fine. And like, I wonder per how much paint that he had to use, or the amount of paint he had to buy, and the actual registration. I imagine there's a more than a slight difference. But that being said, why?
Just why?
Just drive it around like an honest asshole and not have it painted.
Absolutely.
So you get to say hi to the state troopers every so often. Now you've given them something to talk about. So, I've talked to a few of our troopers who said it was the first time they've seen anything like this, Officer Thomas said. And needless to say, they would never see anything like that again for the foreseeable future. Because everybody will die on October 4th, 2020. Look out. Anyways, you didn't hear that from me. The driver was ticketed on suspicion of not having valid registration and an unlawful display of license plates or renewal tabs, Thomas said. It is unclear how far the trooper was from the vehicle when he noticed the sticker. My guess is he's got good eyes. The troopers are trained to pay close attention to detail while on patrol. Obviously, if you're noticing that it's painted on, and like that doesn't even look like he used any sort of stencil to it. Like it almost looks like he just used like itty bitty little paintbrush, like he was painting pastels, like he's going to the art show.
It was totally amateurishly hand done. It did not, like, when you look right up at it, you're like, oh, oh, it's not good. And if we're being realistic, genuinely speaking, at a distance, I wonder if it was his little white dots that gave it away. Like, it's, you know, I feel like if you painted one crudely, if it was close enough, it would work. But that was too crude. Like, this guy didn't know what the hell he was doing. It's so bad.
So, interrupting the broadcast for a minute, I just saw my roommate Javon just slip out of his encampment to the other side of the room, smile at me with that, like, just that, like, kind of smile, slowly walk over, grab his cookies, and then he didn't even walk regular back. He backed up all the way back, keeping that same smile the whole time. This is why, coming soon to the Too Damn Early show, we are going to have pointed at the door and everywhere else. The unexpected guest cam.
The ultra cam.
No, wait, we should call it the interrupting guest cam. The interrupting guest. That wasn't acid reflux. That was just brain lag.
Did you pee?
Never trust a fart.
Never trust
a fart. So it's ingrained from day one in training academy, Thomas said, as the paint job apparently lasted the driver 3 months. It indicated the registration should have been renewed in May. In lieu of the word Nebraska running down the left side of the sticker, the number left small white dots. The red rectangles were askew and the white lines were a little wiggly. I freaking told you. I was like, they're just white dots. There's something else that's supposed to be there. The dude bipped that way. Like, he should have just written Nebraska, or freaking, like, taped a sticker over it that said Nebraska, that sealed it with, like, nail polish or something. Come on, people. You can be trashy very easily and get away with it, but you're bad at it. Well, here's the thing. I also expect that within the amount of time that he had it on there, he sat there was like, I'm gonna get busted for it. And I can't wait to see the reaction on the cop's face when they do. I had a similar instance myself. When I first got to Massachusetts, they registered my my driver's license, and I didn't understand what was wrong until I looked, and I realized that they marked me as female.
Oh.
And through the entire time that I had it, I'm just like, please, someone pull me over. Pull me over. Please pull me over. And nobody pulled me over.
So he's actually a girl.
Yes, D-Max was indeed a woman for 2 years.
Ouch.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, no, I got away skid-free. I didn't have any of the pains that come with being a woman. I just had the identity. But needless to say, it came to a point where I was just about to get my license changed over. Nobody had noticed, and I went to Dairy Queen, and I was like, I'm done. I need someone to know. So I went up to the drive-thru, and I was like, hey, if you can tell me what's wrong with my license, I'll give you $5. And then the lady looked at it, it's like, I don't understand what's wrong with it. And I lost my temper. I'm like, do I look like a female? Do you see this much facial hair? I am not the bearded lady. They did not ship me in from the circus. My voice did not get this deep naturally. And if it was a plastic surgeon, they did a good job. I'm just saying.
They did an excellent job on my wiener. I had no idea this is what it was like.
Well, you see, even past that, I really wanted to go and just randomly like print out a copy of like a plastic surgeon out in Hollywood and then keep the card on me. And anytime someone would have asked me, was like, why are you a female? I just handed me like, check it out. They do good work. And just leave them in wonder. never knowing that God made me the way He intended. Way too hairy for my own good.
It's this Nebraska native, A for effort.
Yeah, A for effort. The Too Damn Early show rates this 10 out of 10. Would paint it again. Slam down. Roll the next one. We're moving on to the next one. Integrational, educational, transition.
Books and shit.
And we're back, and we got another weird news article. This time, Sexxi Dug, take it away. I hear there's a little bit of rubber running around.
Oh yeah, warning. Pink rubber found in ready-to-eat sausage labeled 100% beef.
Yeah, I got 100% beef if that would be in my hot dogs. I'd be throwing rubber everywhere. They would not be able to find the excrement that I put in the rubber as I threw it at them. I just realized I said that I'm going to throw poo-covered rubber at the people who made these hot dogs. I digress. Continue.
Breasts and excrement.
Be on the lookout for pre-cooked sausage in your frozen aisle in the grocery store. The USDA has issued a recall of Teton Waters Ranch cooked uncured Polish sausage made with beef.
When you grab it by the horns, you gotta get ready for the plastic.
I don't get that. How do they just how does pink rubber just get in there? Like, unless they were already doing something nefarious. Like, that's what I don't get.
All I
How
have
do
to
you just
say,
get a plastic invasion.
Tony, all I have to say is, how did the rubber get in there? That is what she said.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's just there.
You might want to check the ingredients.
You might want to check yourself before you rubber yourself.
It just showed up there.
Because cellophane wrappers are bad for your health, especially when you stick them in hot dogs.
Start selling the
Stop
products.
it. Get some help.
Got complaints from customers. They found more than beef in their sausage.
Like I said, they had beef with that. I would have had beef with that. The beef would have had beef with that. And needless to say, if you're gonna go and buy yourselves a couple of hot ones and put them in the bun, you gotta make sure that they are 100% actual beef, which this package definitely lied about.
Yes.
And that being said, why would you? What next? Am I going to go into my tuna can and just found grinded up soggy paper?
Maybe.
God forbid, I open up a can of Cheez-Its, it's a bag of Legos. God forbid I try to eat one. Like
Honestly, you'd be surprised at the amount of things that the Food and Drug Administration says you're allowed to put in food as a filler. Like, our e-cig fluid, propylene glycol, traditionally used to sterilize air. It's an air sterilizer is what its most common use is.
Yeah.
And it is an FDA-approved food additive. You will find it in most pet foods. You will find it in Fireball whiskey. And there's a surprising amount of things that we eat on the regular that have propylene glycol in it. And it's like, no.
I think I just had post-traumatic stress sneezes from Fireball whiskey being uttered in my ears. Yes, I was basically drinking e-cig fluid back in college.
Yes.
And we were crazy about it.
It's I don't think Fireball whiskey is healthy to consume.
No.
Most importantly, because it's got, a vapor additive in it. Like, I suppose it's approved to eat, but at least from what I know, you shouldn't eat it.
See, like I said, this is why we need to have the camera, because we just had another Javon sighting.
I wish I could see. I'm just stuck here looking at YouTube, and I can't turn around. Even if I want to, I can turn around. But what use does that actually do me?
I know, it was entertaining. He just warrior posed back into his little bungalow.
Yes.
Not on purpose. He was trying to avoid the fan, but warrior pose nonetheless. So, beside the fact, propylene glycol, not good. There are two departments that I am aware of as a consumer and also as a motorcycle rider that I can say definitely do not go about regulating things properly. First off, the FDA. Second off, the DOT. And actually, now that I figured it, third off, the FCC. If it's acronymed, it's bad. And that's a couple of things that I just don't even want to talk about. Start off. For all of those who are very curious about the, spreading a little bit of awareness, if everybody is okay with it, if you are curious on what the DOT really has to offer, there is a YouTuber by the name of Fortnite, and they are the Canadian counterparts to Revzilla, and they did a whole video on how the DOT is absolute bullcrap. So go and watch it. If I can get it to go, the link will be in the description, or you'll see it just floating around. Who knows? We'll find out later. So, are we ready for the next clip?
Oh, yeah.
Roll the next clip! So, listeners, have you ever wondered what it would be like if somebody behaved by the rules of Grand Theft Auto 5 in real life? Well, in this particular case, that wish has come true, as a small plane landed on a Washington state road, shocking drivers. This article came out August 1st, 2019. It's a little old, but it's good enough. And Parkland, Washington authorities say a small plane landed on a busy stretch of road in Washington state, stunning drivers, but absolutely hurting no one, so at least they were good at it. That's at least the plus on that. Have you ever gone on GTA Online?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen that many bad drivers since New York during Mardi Gras. The Washington State Patrol says the single-propeller KR-2 aircraft landed Thursday on the street in the city of Parkland, south of Tacoma. Trooper Joanna Batiste says the pilot was able to land during a break in traffic after the fuel system had a malfunction and caused the plane to stall. The video shows it stopping just before an intersection.
Wow.
Talk about well-placed timing. And
Did you see the video?
No, we should watch the video.
Yes, watch the video, because I can play a little bit of it here. I peed myself watching that. Like, if I was driving and I saw that coming down, I where do you go? The thing spans the entire freaking street, and it's a small plane.
All right, well, I've clapped a lot for this transitionary stuff, but this time we're getting jazzy with it. Check out this video. Whoa!
Yeah, see what I mean? Like,
Oh my
do you understand why I wouldn't know what to do if I saw that coming in at that height? I'd be like,
I would piss myself.
well, I hope I paid my insurance.
Does my insurance cover plane accidents?
Seriously though, sometimes these are questions you have to ask yourself. Is it's like, is this random shit that just happened covered under my insurance policy, or is this some other crap that is completely not a part of this? When it comes to
This
houses and
is
flooding.
Look at that. And the driver goes, the police officer goes up and taps on the window like, do you know what I stopped you, sir? Because I'm a plane! And I'm obviously not turning, because I'm in the turn lane, but what do you want from me?
I was going to Burger King. Thank you.
I was going to go get me a Whopper, and then I realized that I was a little too big for this lane. Also, my fuel system guide. Can you guys give me a jump?
Interesting fact, if you build your own flying machine, you don't need a pilot's license to fly it. You just need to be aware of no-fly zones.
Oh my, I want to do that suddenly. Oh, and he just picks the thing and pulls it over like, I'm just gonna take this over here. Don't mind me. Oh, look, the officer's helping. What a good guy.
What a good fella.
What a good fellow there. Oh, always looking forward for his fellow man. So if we could have said anything about this video is any more crazy, it would have went right over our heads. We'll be right back after these short not messages. Cuckoo!
Your call is in a queue and will be answered shortly.
Oh, hello there. So I got something fun to share with you because every once in a while I get bored and we have a landline phone here. So that means I do some crazy shit sometimes because we get some really stupid calls. And I just got a call from something that said it was Apple Incorporated. They said they were Apple support. Ignore all this. We'll just do that. That's better. But they called saying they were Apple support. It was just an automated message, and I always press 1. Always press 1. And so I go into it, and it sort of goes like this.
Your call is in a queue and will be answered shortly.
And that lasted for like 90 seconds. I don't know what the hell that was about. But then they answered, and then I did this.
Thank you for calling Apple. This side Mark. How may I help you?
Gucci, 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 Gucci,
Gucci?
Gucci.
Yeah, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. You're talking about Gucci?
Pussy?
Hello? Yeah, you're talking about the Gucci gang.
The who?
You want me to sing a song, Gucci gang?
Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Yeah. He didn't sing for me, damn it. He said he asked me if I wanted him to, and I said yes. I mean, I was calling him a bitch in Bengali, but I think he was, though. I really think he was a bitch. So ignore all this. Thought it would be fun to share that with you. Take it easy.
So, so you took Random Apple Incorporated and you're just messing around with them on the phone. That is genius. Yeah.
Well, of course, they're scamming. Like, they're trying to pretend to be this multinational corporation. Like, oh, your information's been pinched. Like, do you know how many people they're calling and how many successes they actually have? It's crazy. Like, I feel no pain. Screw them.
Yeah, and
Like,
that was something that I always was a little on the fence about doing on this show was, prank calling people. But tele-scammers is great.
yeah, if they call me with the intention of scamming me out of my information of like hundreds of dollars, like, screw them. Who cares what I do? Like, and because they're tele-scammers, they have no rules. They're not working for anybody. So they'll sit there and play around for as long as they see fit. And the more of their time I waste, the more time they're not spending scamming people, I suppose.
Exactly. And admittedly, please, you gotta get me on one of these phone calls because I'm gonna make some of them laugh, cry, and possibly pee. So, but did you ever get him to actually sing Gucci Gang?
Well, that was it. He did. He hung up right after. He's like, "You want me to sing a song, Gucci Gang?" I'm like, "Please." Well, but then get this, another dude called using the same frickin' list, trying to pretend to be Apple, and I mean, it was early in the day, I didn't know what the hell to do, so then I just rolled it like this.
Welcome to Apple. How can I help you?
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, he kind of sang it. It kind of worked. So.
I mean, it begs the question, like, should my goal to be to see if I can get the tele-scammers in on a rap-along? Like, why not?
Exactly.
Maybe I can actually learn my Hindi this time and actually get that correct. So when I'm insulting them in their mother tongue, they know what I'm trying to say instead
their
of
mother tongue, he says.
Muttering gibberish.
Well, very done, Tony. Very, very well done. I said very done.
Yeah.
That was. And more to come later of us doing that here on the Too Damn Early show. We're not going to attack the local populace because they don't deserve it. But that being said, tele-scammers, we're coming for you.
Oh, yeah.
Coming from your ding-dong hole.
You are coming from the schlim schlong to the ding-dong, and we're going to bop you in the hole.
In the hole.
All right, so we have a bit of a game today, and it's... the easiest way I can say this is... We're going to read different words in different languages or different statements in different languages, and we have to pronounce them improperly.
Yes.
And honestly, I know the game. I know the name for this game. It's called. We are calling this Improposition.
Improposition. I'm for it.
It's the game where we take words and we turn them into something that they're definitely not, whether it be in different pronunciations like, English or Spanglish. We're just gonna take all sorts of different things and we're gonna English the hell out of them and see where we get. All right, so Tony, the first word. Go ahead, post that down. We will start in 3, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so do me a favor. Let me know how they're actually pronounced after we say them. But we're gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna give mine. I'm gonna do this as plain English as humanly possible. And it's let's see. Yves Saint Laurent. Yves. Oh, go for it.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Why did?
That's
See,
pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a good one.
I just have to ask, why is Yves sainting the rent? Last I checked, we're supposed to give the rent to the landlord, but he's sainting it for some reason. All hail the rent! All hail the rent! So how is it actually pronounced?
Yves Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent. That's gotta be French.
Designer Yves Saint Laurent.
Okay.
A brand presently owned by L'Oreal.
L'Oreal. So, moving on to the next one. Oh my goodness, I know what this is. This is actually a recent, this is something that I figured out very recently because I have a friend who works here, and it is, I'm not going to spoil the actual pronunciation of it, but it is, put it right here. So that is definitely what I would call pain de vignen.
Pain de vignen.
Pain de vignen. That is the English version. Ooh, bonus, the Ned Flanders version. Pain de Vignerino.
Excuse me, I only speak Ned Flanders. Do anybody speak Ned Flanders here?
Pardon me, Homer, but I have a question. If your boy were to fall off that roof, would that make him a pain de Vignerino?
That was a bit southern. Ned Flanders is very much like, I swear to God, I'm related to somebody that's exactly like Ned Flanders. But it's your little, it's your quiet backwoods Lutheran Catholic type, like the lutefisk eaters, as I would say.
Lutefisk eaters.
Eating the lutefisk, the bone-sucking lie.
All right, so, well, I did mine in English. What did you do yours in just plain English too?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to put the Japanese one in there just for show. The or roughly translated.
Goddamn car.
So how is it actually?
Who earned their racist badge for the day?
Cha-ching!
I'll just stick a racist badge on screen.
Racist badge of approval. Oh, just put my face in it like this. All right. So how do you actually pronounce pain de vignen?
How do you pronounce it?
Pain d'Avignon.
Oh, bon pain.
To put it simply, Pain d'Avignon is a restaurant here in Hyannis, and it is literally translated to the bread of Avignon. I forgot. Brain dead.
It's bread. It means bread.
It means bread of this specific village. So
bread of the Vignin.
And then moving on to the next one. Ooh, we got an extra one.
Italiano.
Oh, well, to me it just looks like, put it right there. Bagno. Oh yeah, we're going down to Bagno, where we have all the crazy days. Right next to Shakopee. It's just
right next to Crazy Daisies. Oh God. I wish that was a thing.
Oh yeah, we're going down to Bagno, right next to the Crazy Daisies. That's where we went after Shakopee for the Crazy Days. We'd go over there and do jello shots off of Jenny's back.
Oh, we did jello shots off of Jenny's back, and then later we're gonna go down to Target and we're gonna get lunch at McIndoll's Upper Club. That's the most Midwestern statement I could come. Oh, and then we're gonna get tacos at Burger King.
Tacos at Burger King, the latest white craze to come out. Oh my, I can go and buy my tacos where I get my cheeseburgers now.
Yeah, it makes me die for tacos at Jack in the Box.
Oh my gosh. I saw a meme that painted something interesting that I couldn't help but laugh at a little bit, and basically said, if you're Hispanic and you don't speak English, you are the equivalent to the tacos at Burger King.
You're a Hispanic and you don't speak Spanish.
Yes,
Yeah, man.
Spanish.
You said English.
I need a timeout. Why are my words not coming out correctly? This happens every time.
Speaking of words, what is bag now? What do you think your bag now is?
I think it's probably Bagno.
Baño.
Baño! I'm so white. Oh. Oh, there we go. Is that Spanish?
That is Italiano.
Oh, what does it mean?
It's bathroom.
Baño.
Baño.
Este baño. E pupi. All right.
See, if you're going to Cancun, all you need to know is how to ask for a taxi, a toilet, and a beer.
Interrupting Cam. Oh. oh, we gotta get that camera in place like pronto. All right, moving on.
The next one is Spanish.
Oh, I know this one. I know this one so well. Oh, I've heard of this place. We called him that every other time. Yeah, that's definitely, after we went and got Taco Bell's at Burger King, we went down to Mujeri's.
Mujeri's. we were looking for a gaggle of Mujeri's on the street.
What do you
Seeing
got?
if the corner Mujeri's were working this evening.
What do you got, Doug?
And we saw a bunch of Mujeri's.
Mujeri's. Oh no, Mujeri's. They're all over the place and they won't come back. Meanwhile, you just see a bunch of people named Jerry just running around like, and they're like,
Hi,
2
yes,
feet tall.
my name's Jerry. Hello, hi.
He's not just Jerry. He's Mujeri.
Mujeri's.
Mujeri. Okay, what is the actual pronunciation for Mujeri's?
Mujeres.
Mujeres. That's
What does that mean, Dean? Do you know?
Shoot. Mujeres. I don't know.
It means female. It means women. That's how you say women in Spanish. I only particularly know this because of when I went to Cancun, we also did a snorkeling tour around Isla Mujeres, and that is the island of women. And there aren't any, but if you go on these boat tours, they do have plenty of sex on the beach to go around.
The drink or the action? Perhaps both.
I mean, perhaps both, but I only saw them handing out these pictures left and right. So, and sex on the beach gives me some bad.
Acid reflux.
Oh, damn! I thought I was really hoping you would have accidentally hiccuped at that point, so it could be like acid reflux.
Sounds like a place for Sexxi Dug.
Oh yes, yes indeed. Sexxi Dug knows sex on the beach is great, especially with sex on the beach. Interpret that the way you will. All right, what's the next one? Oh, I know the next one. Oh my gosh, bring me back to Mother Russia.
Oh no, that's not what it said. That's not what it is. That's not what it is.
What is it?
Below it? That I just added that because I felt like it because I could type it. The top one is the same as the one above it, but in Russian.
Say, bottom one is top one?
Bottom one is top one, but in Russian.
Okay, I can do this one. I can do this.
Look at what they look like and try and make it sounding like.
I got this one. Kaika Balayet.
Oh my god, and we got racist! That's my word!
Kaika Balayet.
That's my word. And no, you didn't know. What you pronounce sukabliat in a weird way. That's not what I typed. That's not what I typed at all.
Oh, you want me to actually like do
the what's in the parentheses means nothing. That I just typed that because above it is the word.
Here I thought that you were having mercy on us. Okay, this is gonna be really bad. Russian, you read it backwards, right?
No.
Oh.
You're thinking of Hebrew.
Zekhuna Waiha. Right
It's
there.
weird. Dude, say that again. Say that again. I know how it's pronounced, but say that again. I wanna hear that. Like it sounded like a couple of things were close.
Zekhunyaha.
Doug, what do you got for trying to read those as alphanumeric letters?
We stumped Sexxi Dug.
I got nothing.
It's got nothing.
Well, do you want? It is woman in Russian, but you want to know how that's pronounced?
How?
Женщина.
I would never have guessed that.
That's why I thought it was weird you lined that up that way, because it is like going Z, almost like nearly. I was like, what the hell?
No, I cannot read. Did you say numerics?
No, Russian letters are what the oh yeah, I was right. Why did I even second guess myself? The Russian alphabet uses Cyrillics.
Cyrillics.
That's what those are called, and it's got 33 fucking letters.
Well, for the sake of it, at the very least, we did have suka bidyet, which I know how to say correctly. Through all of
It
the
means a
mistakes
couple of different things.
Yeah. Kaika balayet. What does that mean?
Oh god, it sounds almost racist.
All right.
Like it sounds like you're saying like the Jewish N-word, basically.
Oh wow, I'm sorry.
You didn't know that?
No!
Should I have stopped you sooner?
Way to go. The one Jewish person here keeps his mouth shut on what I'm saying. Now
Because it
I'm
was
the asshole.
funny.
Thank you.
It was fantastic.
I bet it was. I can't imagine the big smirk on your face.
Well, you heard me. I was like, oh, now you're getting racist.
I just thought that pronouncing it wrong was racist in the first place. Jeez. Way to go, you
That's no, priceless. Perfect. I love it.
unintentional racist badge achieved. Shh, right there.
You anti-Semite, you.
Have it actually be like my face, like the racist badge before, like have the unintentional racist badge be like.
Perfect. Now you'll have. I'll add a second one to the screen. We'll bring up that bulletin board again, and here's a second racist badge for you. Just put it right on the board.
I'm so sorry.
We'll tuck that back on the shelf back there. We'll just put it under this shelf.
Anyways, moving on. Oh, we got a good old Germany. German saying. Last one that we have, and this one is very easy to understand, but we're gonna mispronounce the ever-living out of it just because we can. So this is in really bad English. Volkswagen. It's like Carl Sagan's like older brother, Volkswagen. Volkswagen. Pronounce the things incorrectly. Volkswagen. Volkswagen. Or if you are doing if you're doing it in Spanglish, it is El Volkswageno. Is that another? Or of course, there's the Japanese Volkswagen.
That's it. The triad. You've now collected all three of your golden notches of your racist pyramid.
I need to go give a lot of people big hugs and tell them I'm sorry.
I need to. I hope I find some like really good like chiming noises. That sounds like yeah, way to go, gold star noise.
Oh my gosh, that was pure wonderful. And of course, we all know what this one is properly pronounced. It's Volkswagen in regular English, and then Volkswagen in German.
Volkswagen.
Lucia, wie geht's in Volkswagen? Drive down to the beer place. The pub. Ugh, why did I say the beer place? I'm losing my mind. Oh, goodness. And we're just about out of content, aren't we?
Yeah.
Wow. It's been a crazy show.
It has indeed.
Yeah, it has.
Oh my gosh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for the Too Damn Early Show. We always like it coming out and doing this. Reminder, if you're watching the video, this is also a podcast, and you can go and check out that podcast on your providers such as Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn Radio, and Google Play Music. Our video podcast is also available on Facebook and YouTube if you happen to be watching from any of those platforms. And our podcast host is Podbean at toodamnearlyshow.podbean.com, as well as their app on iOS and Android. And as an inspirational to you guys before we depart, remember, it's only ever an issue if you say it like you're from the Midwest. That's the only time. I know I'm lying because that's not the only time, but still, it's the only time. And remember, stupid shouldn't procreate, so make sure that you stay away from Match.com. Thank you so much. From us to you, Too Damn Early Show, we bid you good morning.
Good morning.
I'm D-Max.
I'm Sexxi Dug.
And we'll see you next time.